Alright, I'm going to start off with taking off the drive shaft here. 14 millimeters here. Sometimes that little star looking thing, it just come with the bolt. We'll find out in a second here. Okay, you can actually see my air locker there. You see it? ARB air locker. This is at the rear of the truck. Okay, it's 2007 Toyota Sequoia, rear wheel drive. I'm gonna show you a little bit of what's up here. That goes all the way to there. That's the transmission. It's A750E. Okay, it's gonna be converted to a 4-wheel drive. We'll find out what's going on, but that's all you need to do. Taking off those. All right, so I took all the nuts off. Just have to kind of ply it out. It's not gonna. There you go. Not gonna fight you too hard. There you go. Kind of hard to do this with one hand, but it should come off. There you go. Good to go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'll push. Let me see. I'll push that in a little bit, and then it should come off. I got something down here in case oil dripped out. Shouldn't be. Okay, it's a piece of cake. All right. I just pulled the drive shaft out. Little oil coming down, not much, but good thing I have this plastic thing below it. Let's get the transmission going here. Piece. Okay. I probably should disconnect. Well, I did some already. I'll show you it when I get there. All right. So the shaft is off. You can kind of see it's nothing there. A little wet. See there? All right. Took this speed sensor thing off the connector here. All right, let me slide over this side to show you what I've done so far. I didn't get a chance to record much because it just down here. But I took let me see here. You see it there? A little shaky. Sorry about that. I took the O2 sensor off here. I took that off, and then it's kind of hard. I don't know how to disconnect this thing. I don't want to break this thing, so I'd rather just undo that number 10 there. All right, this is a tough one to come out, but you pull this white thing down, pull it down that way, and you hear a click. I thought I broke something, and then just keep wiggling, keep playing with it until it comes out, just like that. And I took these off, whatever this plug is for. Can you see it? Sorry. There. And then took these off, number 10. But it has a bracket here. That bracket goes like that. Number 12 millimeter comes off. Quite simple. And that's another wiring harness there. You don't want to drop a transmission with this thing stuck on there. I'll have to do this clip here. There's not a way to unscrew that. I'd rather unscrew, but I just have to. Oh, maybe that will go. There you go. That's simple. All right, so that comes off. All right, this side is good. I put that back. I put the screw back just, in case I forget where it goes. I have it on the film. All right. I haven't done the torque converter bolt yet. I'll do that after I take all of these little devices, little connectors here out. I only did this side so far. I have not. Let me see it here. Put a jack on it yet. below this thing, below the oil pan, because I feel I need more space to get in there to do what I need to do. So I'm gonna go to the other side, the passenger side, and I'll do that. And then maybe I do the torque converter. And if I'm tired, I'll just go to bed, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not, I'm not in a rush to do this and get it done. So it's a engine, transmission mount here. It is different than a four-wheel drive transmission. This is the A750E, and the one I'm going to put on here will be the A750F for four-wheel drive. That is different, okay? I'll talk to you about that. All right, I'll undo this probably later. All right, okay, well, while I'm down here, might as well show you something here. You know, this is bar here. It's a solid metal bar. I welded here 2 of them on each side. I should have done more here, but the catalytic converter thieves, they like to cut out of this car here. I got these 2 here, all the way up to there. So it's gonna give them a good fight. I mean, it won't stop them, but they're probably not gonna try to cut through all of that. You just want a quick cut and go, and I don't think this is gonna be that quick. On both sides, the other side too. Yeah, can you see it there? There you go. See the light's kind of bad down here. Yeah, there you go. In my garage right now. Same thing, I did 2 of them here. One on top, you can't really see it, but there you go, all the way up there. I don't think they're gonna fight it. We'll find out. More like I'm hoping they will find out, but there's another one there. See it on top. Anyway, all right, just want to show you that, that's all. I'll go to the other side, the passenger side, and get all the connectors out of the way. All right, so this is on the passenger side. There's one clip right here in black. Just push on that right there and then pull it out. I push, and then this thing is a 10 mil right on the top there. I put it back just because I like to know where it is. And then this clip that goes in like that. I don't have to take this out, but I did it just because it just goes right in like that. Okay, this one has a little tab here, really simple to come out. And this guy is a O2 sensor right here. It's just a 10 mil, it's super simple, it goes like that. That should be it in terms of the wiring. Let's also find something else up there. I don't think so. What is that one there? That should be it. All right, and then I'll just do, so this guy is attached here. See it right there? See it right there? All right, I'll do, that should be 2. Oh, only 1, okay. Just undo that. And then that, I probably wouldn't do it tonight because I'm gonna go shower. I'm just tinkering around, it's 8 o'clock, so whatever. And then I'll finish it up. Tomorrow I should be able to take the torque converter off. That's from the front, you can kind of see it right there. Let me see, guys. Can I show it there? Maybe not. But anyway, it's not that difficult. All right, simple enough. It should be. Let me see. All right, there you go. Maybe I'll do this tonight just for the hell of it. Maybe not. Should be 1 screw there, and then that'll come off. What number is that? Let me see. I can deep by feel. I think that's number 12. All right, anyway, I'm probably not going to do it tonight. Battery's running low on the flashlight. I keep switching out. But after that, it should be, let me see my light here. Should be it. just however many of these guys, and then the cross member right here. That should come down pretty quick. All right, so I took that plate off, just a 12 mil right there, and one bolt is exposed, so that's a 14 mil. So 6 of those, and torque converter should be free from the flywheel. Flywheel looks like it's worn out a little bit. 240,000 miles. That's surely a little bit of wear, not much. It'll go another 240, I think. All right, I'll take 6 of those bolts off and see what happens. All right. Next thing is the transmission lines. It's number 17. So I moved that. For that tool. All right, tool is gone. Anyway, it's number 17. It's this one right here. Use that kind. Okay. To use that to break it off, and then just use that to slowly back it out. Takes a while because it's tight space in there. And then you have to move. Then I moved some brackets all the way to the front where the soft line is. So there's a bracket right there. See, can I show it there? I guess it's a bracket right there. Right there. That's okay. I think that's number 10. And then there's a bracket right there. That's number 12. Weird how they put it, whatever number they want. And then there's one more way in the front. Let me crawl up there. Let's see here. That one is way up there, right below. Let me see, I can show it here. It's right there. That one there. That's number 12 also. And then you just pull it back out. It's really soft now because it's the soft lines here. Okay. All right, that should be pretty much everything away from the transmission right now. Next, I would have to move. Crawling back inside here. Oh shoot! The oil just dropped on my hand. Okay, because I was moving the freaking line. Okay, it'll leak a little bit more, but that's the nature of it. All right, just put something below it. All right, I am gonna take some bell housing bolt out right now, not all, just some, before I take these guys off. And I marked them already. I marked passenger side, back, rear. I'm gonna take these arms off. There's 2 of them on the other side too, right there. Okay, let me see if I can. There you go. I'll take those 2 off, and then I'll take the cross member here off, and then finish removing the bell housing bolt, and well, put the jack below this thing before I move that out. And then the bell housing bolts, finish them all off, and that should be coming out. All right. Up next is these transmission bolts here, number 17. 2 of them are way the hell up there. Let's see, way beyond that. That's up there, but it's not quite up there. The other one is almost at the body, way up there. It's pretty difficult to take that off. I thought it would be easy. I have to remove, let me show you here. I have to remove this cross bar here that goes from there to there. Okay. It looks like that. Okay. And the trick to do this is to have something like this. Let me see here. That swivel. thing in here, and this is 3/8. Use some 1/2, and it has to be that long. All right, that's actually, you can see a bolt just stuck onto it. That's on the other side, and you'll have to go. I have to go from way back here, right, and kind of parallel to the body and get to it. That was difficult, but it's out. So way up there. All right, the rest should be cake. So there should be 2 more 17 here and 2 more on the other side, on the passenger side. And it's just a bunch of 14s here. I know it looks like 3 on this side, how many on the other side. And then it should be coming out after that. So I have to remove this cross member, where is it at? This crossbar here. But I'm not gonna do that until I need room, because my jack is humongous. I'll take up the space, so I'm gonna remove as much as I can here. Of course, I wouldn't remove them all. I wanted to drop on me, but we'll see what happened from there. So far, that bolt is the toughest, one of the toughest tools. One is just stuck on the socket over there. That's a 1/2 inch. I did not use impact. Impact was just me driving it out after I lose it with this ginormous bar here. Alright, so there you have it. Okay, so these are the 14 mils bell housing bolt. They came down. Cross member, they're also 14 here. 2 of them on each side. Put it to the side here. Little rusty here, but this is California. Not too bad. All right, the tram is ready to come down. So I put a jack down there, and I don't know, just for safety reason, I put a tie strap there. So I strap it down. So no big deal. I had a hard time getting out of that little thing there. I think I hit a rock at some point. I have to grind it off before I put cross member back on. But other than that, it just slowly pulling that thing out. It should come out. Yeah, soon enough here. Again, I can't videotape while doing this because I'm by myself. But have an idea, just drop. I hope I don't drop too fast and hit the power steering line here. That would be pretty bad if I do that. Okay, is it a power steering line? What the hell is this? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Just slowly drop, maybe here, here, an inch or so. Slide out. There's plenty of room back there. Because again, I got no transfer case on at the moment, so it should come out pretty easily. We'll find out in a second. So it's out. This is the 2-wheel drive 5-speed of a 2007 Toyota Sequoia. It's A750E. It will not work. There's no torque. There's no transfer case that can be connected to it. I suppose I was thinking of that. This guy can come off. This piece right here, this bolt right there. Pull it out and just shove the transfer case in there. It would not work. The 4-wheel drive transmission is it has a much bigger shaft here, the rear, the end cap here, but it has a shorter output shaft. I don't have it with me right now. It's in a storage place, so I can't just go grab it. It's getting dark outside. I don't want to go do it. But it will not work. So this is only for 2-wheel drive only. It's in good condition. Anybody want to buy it? Let me know. This is the It has 240,000 miles on it right now. The torque converter, it's sitting pretty much inside here. When the new one come in, it has to be sitting inside like that. Okay, if it's not all the way in, it's not gonna bolt up. All right, these are the 17 millimeter that went in there. You can tell I scraped that one good, but I don't care. All right, and that's also 17, and a bunch of 14s down below. Anyway, I want to point to this little guy right here, that alignment pin. When the new one go in, it has to go in. The alignment pin's just stuck on the block right now. Okay, so this and that, the alignment pin has to go in there, and the torque converter has to sit further back in. All right, so that's the history there. All right, see what's underneath the car here. All right, get the light out of the way here real quick. It's too bright right now. All right. Let's see if we can shine up there. If we can all see that. Okay. I need a dusty. All right. So these guys are all on the on the passenger side. This plug, that plug, that. I didn't even disconnect that from the O2 sensor back there. All right, earlier I couldn't get it down because this little bracket's just stuck on the transmission. Number 10 millimeter will take that out. So all of this are on the driver's side. That one, that guy, that is the speed sensor. It needs to be extended to fit the longer transfer case of the FJ Cruiser. All right. Okay, let's go to here. Okay, let me see. Right there is the starter. Right there. Okay. Now since I'm back here, I am going to, if I can, take this flywheel off and replace. Oh man, I hope I have a tool for that. That's really unique. All right. I'm gonna take that off, change, probably not tonight, change rear main seal. And beside that, there's an O-ring up there somewhere, I think. Right here is the pin I'm talking about. Okay, the new guy has to go in there. If it's not going in there, it will not bolt up. Especially those guys up there. No way I could have done that. Okay, same thing here. This one's staying, so the new guy will have to come in and fit right in there. All right, I don't know if they have a tool for this or not. This is really weird. But it's dried. But I already bought the part, so I might as well do that. Change that. Put an A750F on it. And I need to cut that hole there. Looks like it's pre-cut. Almost can push it out. I'm gonna cut that hole there. That's where the shifter will go into for my FJ transfer case. All right, that's off right now. This would have been a good time to put a front diff on, but I don't have it. I have to re-key it anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But I got nothing here. See it? Empty. You see it there, right there. That's where the diff mount will go into. All right, we'll see what happened with that. To take these off is nothing special. I thought we needed a special tool, but it's this one here, a 14. But it has to be the one with a lot of splines here, not the one with just a regular hex. That one will do. Okay, now it'll turn. Of course, you have to have something hold on to it. I can show it to you here. I just hook up a 22 mil to the crankshaft there. See the crank pulley there? And then I just zip tie that and let the frame do the holding for me. And then I come up here, just freaking loose all of them up. In fact, I used this 14 here to loose all that up. And then I'm just gonna ratchet it out, okay? It's 14 or so here, nothing special. Just that. Okay, look at that. It's really weird. Okay, from here on, the impact will do. Power tool should do. But I don't want to use power tool at the moment. Get me to exercise a little bit here. Okay, let's see what it looks like here. First time taking this thing out. Oh, damn. The hell is that? Okay. Wow. Okay, that looks sturdy as shit. Alright, so there you go. 14 millimeter, okay. Alright. That plate should come out next. Alright, plate should come out. Flywheel should come out. Let's just hope it doesn't fall on my face here. So I'm using only one hand. So that is coming loose. This is concave. I guess the bolt part is going to the front, so that's the back. So don't go the other way. That would have been bad. See how it kind of have a little curvature here? Okay. The cup goes toward the rear, and the bowl part goes toward the front. And let's see, that comes out. Okay. Just like that again, the curve goes that way. See it? That's the front right there. I see. Oh, that's freaking wires in the way. Okay, so that's the rear of the motor, of the car. And that is the front of the car, see it? Goes like that. And this should come out next. That's the rear. And that one is the front. Looks the same here to me though. So I'm gonna stack them up like that. Okay. That should be it. It's a good thing I'm changing it, so I don't see much of anything, any oil coming out of it, but that's coming off. I was told that if you take these out, there's an O-ring in there somewhere. I bought the O-ring already. I'm not sure I want to get into it, but it looks pretty dry. Okay, we'll see what I want to do, but that's clearly the starter right here. That would have been easy. I think I had a hard time trying it when I rebuilt the starter. That bolt right there was a bitch to take out. Should be easy now. Okay. Okay, just want to do a quick comparison here. The two drive shafts. This shorter one is a 4x or 4-wheel drive shaft. It's off a, what is it, 2005 Toyota Sequoia. The longer one here, it's from a rear-wheel drive, or longer and bigger. Okay, that one just came off the car, whatever that is. Okay, just want to compare it, that's all. All right, let's talk about these two transmissions here. This one is the one that's off of 4-wheel drive 05 Sequoia, I was told. And that one is off my 07 Sequoia, but it's a rear-wheel drive. The main difference is right here. From here on, this is much smaller That's an output to the drive shaft on the back. Much smaller now. Initially, I thought I could have just taken these out. Looks like I could have done that. And then mount it onto here. Okay. See, it's even this looks the same. That's bolt right. That's the thread right there. I thought it would be that one, but it's not gonna work. And here's the reason: the output shaft right there from the two-wheel drive is way too long versus the output. Let me get the light real quick. So that output shaft is way too long to accommodate the transfer case. I would think it would bolt on right up, but that's not gonna work. And there's an output shaft in there, right in there. This is where the transfer case spline will go into. Now to change the output shaft, it's no joke. You got to remove everything from the torque converter all the way into here, and then the last piece is the output shaft. Plus, you have to buy this housing, the rear end here, and that's gonna be way more than just go ahead and get the whole entire transmission already. Let's just knock on wood, wherever wood might be, to hopefully that is an okay transmission and it's still running. I was told it was off a wrecked 2005 Toyota Sequoia. Hopefully it's true. Let's take a look at the similarities here. In fact, they're exact identical. That plug, that sensor is identical to that sensor. That piece identical to that. I mean, the mounting bracket, the breather hose, another mounting bracket there. That's looks like a gear switch sensor. Looks identical to that. I would assume I can just maybe, I think this one doesn't go inside. Maybe I can just pop this off and put it in here if it doesn't work. These are the same, that plug there. It looks identical. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Mine attached to the frame on that one. So that's a number on that. On the other side, same thing. You got that. Let me see the light here. That's little thing there, that little star there. Same over there, except that one's rusted. The plug, same. That plug right there should, in fact, I'm gonna take that off and plug it in here and see how it goes. It should go. The shifter goes here, same as that one. See, everything's the same. The shifter is rusted out. I might want to shift that, make it smooth and stuff. This is the only difference here. That is a speed sensor from a two-wheel drive. So I need to take that out and put it onto my my torque converter that goes, my transfer case that goes here. Okay, that's all there is I have to do. I don't think I do anything else because all those plugs, all those wires are gone because I don't have any. This is a wire that goes into a transfer case for a four-wheel drive, so to communicate with the computer and with the with the automatic disconnect differential. So that would be not needed here. I don't have that piece, so I don't have to worry about it. That looks like, hey, maybe I could use this one instead of two solder. I can cut this. Let me see, I could do that. That's the speed sensor, it looks like. Yep, that's the one. So I need a longer cable to connect that anyway, so I'll just keep that, or maybe cut it here and use that from there. Okay, it got two breather hoses here. That is because this one doesn't have that big ass housing right here. You see it? It's all right. So that's all there is. Oh, one more thing. The torque converters out in the front here. I look up the part number. They're different. That is for four-wheel drive. That is for two-wheel drive. It should be the same dimensions and everything. Maybe the internal part that is the difference. I don't know what to take of that. So I need this to be put back in this storage for whatever I need beside that that speed sensor back here. I have to be careful about that. And when I get that, can be installed later, I suppose. Not a big deal. And I need to push this. It looks like this is not going in all the way. You see the space here? Okay, that's not in compared to this space over here. So that space is, I don't know, what is that looking like? 1¼ inch, something like that. This one need to be, that talking about is not all the way in. It gotta be adjust and push all the way in, okay? That says 05 Sequoia right there. This is mine, so I know it's an 07, that's for sure. All right, the alignment pins, I need to make sure that's clean out before I put it back in. It won't go in right now because this is really clean. Okay, the alignment holes here. Once those two goes in, it should be a home run. Nothing to seal here, everything's all good. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so just a quick little thing I want to point out here. Took that off of my old transmission. That is a 2-wheel drive transmission mount. This is a 4-wheel drive transmission mount. They are not the same, not even close, except that little guy and that guy. Now those 4 holes in the back, it's perfectly the same exact dimension as, oh, maybe not. That's not true either. That is a lot smaller. This is a lot wider. I wonder there's a hole up in there. Wait, where is it at now? I took it out. I'm gonna go bring it. Okay. Okay, so this is where that guy was mounted to. Well, not true here. I need to do something about it. I don't know what. Maybe some sort of bracket that holds it down. That didn't line up, so I didn't think about that one. Okay, so it's cross member here. You can pick one up from junkyard. That would have been a lot easier, but I have to find a way to drill holes in there, and maybe I can cut that a little bit, maybe. Well, first of all, I don't know if it's even gonna mount across where it should be or not. It looks like it should be, but it looks like it should be. But if I need to modify something and weld something on it, then so be it. Not difficult to cut that piece out, drill some holes here, call it a day. Okay. I still have the screws at least for this, and I hope they fit. I think look like they are going to fit. Other than that, nothing crazy. All right. I want to point out something here. See how it has 3 pumps here, or 3 little shafts here, whatever that is, rods here. They're different length. That is bigger, so first it has to go through there, and then you have to go through the second guy. I couldn't get it into the third guy here. It has to be click, and it has to sit about here-ish. Okay, about, I don't know what that is, 1½ inch inside. If it sits out like this, that is not good. It has to go through 3 clicks. If you look inside there, I don't know if I can shine the light in there or not. Maybe. All right. The shaft has to go through here. That's what the big shaft is going to go through. The spline here. And then there's a second one that has a spline also. Then it has to go into the third little hole to drop this little guy in there. If that guy doesn't go in, you are about whatever that length is, ½ inch short. And that will not bolt up, and you will have a bad day. If it does bolt up at the engine start, that would be horrible. Can you see that little tiny, maybe not on the camera. Let's see here. Yeah, it's like that yellow looking round red thing. It has to go in there, okay? This one is dried right now. I need to put some oil in there before I drop it in there. I don't want to start the car with that thing empty. But before all that, that seal will have to come out, because I ain't gonna pull this transmission again. It looks like it's okay. The leak here, it's not coming from that seal so much, it's coming from, I move it up and down, left and right. But that looks like that's all there is to it. So that seal will come out, and there's one more seal in the back. That one there, it has to come out. I don't know if they're the same or not. I'll peel them out right now and see what happened. All right, so I was able to put the torque converter all the way in, and I tried to measure as much as I can. If you flatten this out to the bell housing, it's about 1¼ inch ish. Has to be all the way in. You feel it when it goes in. I mean, she said that all the time, but anyway, that's it is right there. Okay, so right that little tiny mark there. This is the thickness of my. I was using this stupid thing to measure. So I was using this thing to measure. See it? So that's kind of thickness there. So it's that little tiny one slasher right there. That one little guy right there. About 1¼ inch from the edge of the bell housing. Okay. I have to pull this out and then do the seal, dump some oil in there, do my best to put it back inside there, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I just cleaned this, trying to put back the rear main seal retainer here. So I'm almost done cleaning. I clean every little thing, is as clean as you can get, and I'm gonna take this O-ring out. That's the whole point of me getting to here. Okay, and it had to be super clean. It's like as clean as you can get, or as clean as I could get. Okay, that O-ring is out, and I am super happy that I'm doing this, because the O-ring, I'll show you where the residue is at down here. It's not an O-ring anymore. It's like plastic, and it's brittle. Oh, it broke into two, which is me peeling off from there. It's really hard. It's on its last leg, so I'm glad I got a chance to change this thing out. And it's, you know, it's 240,000 miles, so now it's pretty clean. Put the O-ring on, put the silicone sealing gasket maker, whatever, from Toyota, and it should be good. Okay, so there you go. Again, this, I believe, torque is only 7 foot-pound here for all of these bolts here, including the 2 that goes in the bottom. I was thinking about changing the upper oil pan right here, but man, I think it's gonna be a work to do that. I mean, I'm already here. I got no differential sitting here. It'd be a good time to install one, but I don't have one. But I'm sitting comfortably inside here, so okay. Okay, so this is Toyota product, $23. It's a whatever 103 FIPG. It's supposed to go all around there, and once you get it all around, you got to be quick. You only got like 15 minutes or so by this instruction on the back. So get all the tools and the bolts and everything ready. Get it set in quick. Go in, line up the dowel pins right here, bolt it in. Okay, the retainer plate is back. The rear main seal retainer plate. There's a dowel pin right there. It's really fit right on to make sure the fucking O-ring don't come out. 12 foot-pound of torque for all of this. I mean, a 7 foot-pound of torque for all of this here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, not a lot of torque wrench has that kind of setting. So I happen to have the inch pound, so it's 84 inch pounds. So it's the same thing as, right, 12 inches in the foot. So to make sure that's 12 inch pound, 84 inch pound, correct? Okay, I need to put on the rear main seal because I don't want to get it all dirty with the silicone. I just erased, not erased. I clean out all the residue here. I think there's some on the side there somewhere. See right there. Okay. So anyway, that should be it. And after that, all this plate will go back on there, and the transmission will go right after it. Okay. Next will be the rear main seal. There's a, I guess that's the part number right there. This one, it's on the way out. It's getting a little hard here. So I'm gonna oil on the edge here, not on the outer edge, but on the inner edge, and then just kind of lightly tap it in. I'll push it in, and it should go in. All right, the rear main seal went in. It's a little bit more indented than the original one that I pull out. I don't know why it does that. I just use an old seal to tap it in, but it's a little hair more, a little space right there. I hope it doesn't cause any leak. We'll find out. See these things, it looks like oil can come out of that. I wonder if I should put some silicone around it so it won't, it's all the way in. You can still see the, yeah, you can still see the crank there, or some sort of oil residues inside there. Huh, I wonder what happened. Maybe I'll put a little silicone on the edge here, and then put a Loctite inside of it. I'll probably use a blue Loctite because I don't want that to back out. This is where the torque converter goes in. Okay, it goes in there, and it should line up with that. And then I don't know if you can see that little the screw that the flywheel goes into. It has like a little residue. All of them do have that. I wanted that stop from the oil from leaking out, but I'm using this drill press here with a brass wire here, and I'm just clean it off. Do that. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but you have an idea. Okay, it's pretty clean. That side anyway, I'm gonna just turn around and do the other side. Okay, just got done torquing this thing, man. It's 60 foot-pound. Well, I started out with 20 foot-pound. That way, star, okay, and then 40 that way, star, and then 60, same thing. That way, and then that way. And it's good to go. Starter, I guess that's how I start the motor. And I just have to, I think, put the transmission in. All right, so let's go to that. Okay, I forgot to mention I used Loctite blue. I have some red ones. I didn't want to use it because red might be too tough to take it out later. It's not that big of a bolt. So I think with 60 foot-pound for all of those guys, they're not gonna come out, I don't think. With the Loctite, it should secure it in place. All right, everything's clean here. There's nothing to seal here. So let's put the transmission in. Man, those two are really, really difficult to get to. Right there and right there. I was thinking of jacking up the motor a little bit to tilt it more toward the back of the car. But I got it in somehow. I mean, I got it out somehow. I should get it back in. All right. Okay, I need to get to this. This is the back of the transmission. There's a seal there. Here's the part number. At least I think it's correct. It's open from the dealer, so I don't know if that's even the right part. That would really not good. So, but that is another part that's not a seal that goes between the torque converter and the transmission. That goes in the front. I'll do that in a little bit. They are different size. One is smaller than the other. And here's another one. That's a part number. That one's supposed to go in the transfer case shaft, right? Well, on the other side of that shifter. I don't want to pull it out right now. When I get to that, I'll pull it out. But I'm gonna put this one in first. I measure it. Looks the same exact size, but I don't know. I mean, it got grease and stuff in there. Look at how nice it is. It is the same size, is it? Yeah, it's the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the old one out and just put that one in. Still pretty soft, actually. Maybe I shouldn't put it, but too late they are here. So okay, so now I'm back to the front of the transmission. That's a part number. Yeah, and right there's the seal. Problem is I don't have anything long enough to hit that in, at least not big enough. That I guess I can use the edge and put the old seal on top after I take this one out. We'll find out in a second if I can fit that in there. It shouldn't be that difficult. So I use this. I just happen to find it. Put it in there, just ply it out. Nothing crazy. It's really simple. I could have used this one. It looks pretty soft still. So, oh well. New one will go in a second. All right, I screwed this one up. Can you see it right there? Point to it. Right there. It looks like the seal is not sitting properly. It looks like it sticks out a hair. And I can try to pound some more in, but I'm worried about it already damaged at this moment. And that's not good because it's between the torque converter and the transmission. That means you gotta fucking pull the transmission out to do the job again. And I'm not ready for that. I think I might try to get a new seal by tomorrow. Or I can try to maybe put silicone around this thing and just put the torque converter in, because it's really, the leaking part is not coming from there. It's coming from right here in general, because this thing is spinning. So that's not spinning, so I think I'm all right, but I just don't want to do the job twice. Maybe a silicone. Just go all around the edge here and call it. I don't know. Can that be? Can you see that right there? I'm gonna hit it some more and see what happened to it. Dang it. All right, so I just silicone the shit out of it. I mean, I don't think it was gonna leak anyway, but I don't want to wait for parts to be like another day or two. I mean, if they have one in stock, I will go grab one, but that's not the point. Yes, that's brand new seal. The potential leak is not coming from there. It's coming from right there, because that torque converter shaft is sitting on it. But until then, we'll find out. Actually, I don't want to find out. Shit. All right, looks kind of nasty, but nobody gonna inspect it in there. All right, so I were able to find a seal at the local dealer. I'm not using any aftermarket seal to replace the one I messed up. And I'm glad I did, because I'm gonna show you if the light is any good. Right there. It was peeling out as it goes in. I don't know if that's gonna cause any leak or not, but I'm not taking my chance to pull the transmission out for a $25 seal. But the new seal went in, and this time I took my time, softly tap it all the way in, all around. This is as good as it can get. So that's $25 gone like that. Whatever. That piece messed up because I pulled it out from the housing. But that piece, the one I showed you earlier, that was from it pinched between it and the housing. So as a hole there, I don't think that's gonna cause a leak, but maybe potentially weaker for sure. It's right there, it's damaged, so you can kind of see it. And of course, I tried to put the silicone on it. I wasn't quite happy with the silicone. So at least I know and feel comfortable about spending an extra $25. Okay, torque converter will go on there, and then I have to empty out some oil in there, and I want to put some new oils in it. Oil should be here. Okay, so that's an FJ Cruiser transfer case mounted. After they changed the seal in there, the one inside. So 2008 FJ Cruiser. A little wet, but I think it's fine. I need to take this shifter off before it goes underneath the car there. I would not use any of this sensor here. One is for, I don't know, low, high, something neutral. I don't know what it is. I don't think I care as long as it's shift. Okay, I will have to cut and modify this thing to make it too high right now, too low. That's in neutral. And wait, that's 4 low, yeah. All right, 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. Okay, I'll take these off and then just cover with just rag and just put it inside. And then we'll go from there. I don't need any of these brackets here, I don't think. Oh, I need to put a speed sensor, but that should be easy. It goes right here. And I kind of don't want to put it here because I don't want to crack that thing in case I hit something with it. Should be a piece of cake to get in there anyway, I think. It's easier to be out here and do that, but it is what it is. Oil need to be changed out, and oil need to be added into that transmission there. Okay. One more thing, and I'm gonna make sure I say this again. That has to be white all the way in, 3 clicks. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and measure it again. I think it's 1 1/4 inch. It's 3 clicks. You can feel 1, 2, 3. Okay, if it's not all the way in, that's from the top view there. Kind of hard to see what it is without perspective, isn't it? I'm gonna get a tape measure real quick. Okay, I got a tape measure here. This is from the top view, right there. Okay, so 1 1/4. 1 1/4 is where the top view is. If you're out here, 1 inch, not all the way in. Okay, and it will I guess it probably wouldn't pull up, but it's gonna be a waste of effort trying to adjust this thing into the transmission mounting holes up there. So 1 1/4 about, okay. Also, I put a drum mill in there and clean it up a little bit just to make sure it's smooth. Put some oil in it. Same thing here. So that way it lines up with the alignment pins inside there. They should go in like butter, hopefully, if it lines up. The rest, I don't care. All right, for those of you who probably want to see what's inside here, okay, let's see if we can see it. It looks like that. Okay, that's the entire setup of the spring and the washer. Okay, it looks like that. And that little guy right there goes inside there, not here. Goes inside there. Goes in like, see if I can see it. Yeah, you probably cannot see it, but it goes inside there. Okay, not here. Okay, like that. Okay, I am probably going to end up rotating this. I'm gonna cut it. It needs to be readjusted. Maybe this thing needs to be forward or something. Maybe, let me see if I can do it this way. Guess that would work. Yeah, it works. It lines up. Not quite nice, but it lines up. But that fish will be fried later. The big fish is right below it. Okay, the package is inside. At least it's inside. Took quite a bit of an adjustment to get that thing inside there. But I had to jack that up because it wouldn't clear the body or the frame. And then slowly adjusting it while lowering down the car. Now it's on four wheels, so it's just a matter of me Three of us, me, myself, and I, adjusting that up and down, left and right, whatever needs to make it so it lines up and should be home run. It's not the easiest thing to do alone, but I enjoy it actually. All right, so it is kind of in. I just finger tight all of the bolts there, especially the one way the hell up there. The reason is that it's big ass jack in the way. I need to move the jack now. I made a mistake. My tie strap, as I cannot undo this, so I will just have to sacrifice this by just cutting it out. Drop the jack. Now I don't have a stand. I don't have an engine stand right now, so I'll just use my jack that came with the car, just to support that for the time being, and that's it. Nothing crazy. I will have to make engine mount right here. Looks like it lines up with my cross. It's time to remove this big jack here because I had no room to work with. So I need a cut. I guess something has to sacrifice here. This is gonna be my sacrifice goat right here. There's no way I can remove that without cutting this out. So I'll do that here. And there you go. Now it comes loose. I hope not quite, but I'll play with it until it come out. But it's no other way. All right, next priority is to get the transmission mount right there, go in. I do not have the four-wheel drive transmission cross member. I'm hoping I can use my old one, my two-wheel drive, but it looks like I might not be able to align it perfectly without any some kind of fabrication. Make it. I think it looks like it's a little low, but I'll find out in a second here. Right, to get to the top bolt of bell housing, 17 mil, I have to use a long 1/2 inch extension that runs from the back of a transfer case right there with, of course, cheater bar all the way to the very top. I don't believe you can see it. Let's try. Anyway, it's way the hell up there, but it has to run along, and there's no other way to get that enough strength, enough torque to torque that down, and the rest is easy. This is not the one I'm talking about. It's the one above that one there, way above there, but it can be done with long extension. It just, you can clearly see it right here now. I can actually show that here. Right, kind of there. And it had to be a swivel at the very tip before the socket itself, number 17. Otherwise it wouldn't bend up. But it's tight now for now. So I decided to ditch the transmission mount cross member for the time being, because I need space to tighten up those bell housing bolts. I got two more, 2 or 3. I got 3 more 17 mil there, and those are easy. And then that transmission is officially mounted tightly to the engine, to the motor. And of course, then the next project would be this guy right here. Just want to show you how long that extension was. 17 here, swivel heads over here. It runs all the way. There, that's in inches, 40 inches, 39 inches. All right, with a cheater bar. All right, I ran into a problem here. This is the speed sensor and the gearing from my two-wheel drive, and the diameter of that piece is smaller than the one off the FJ cruiser transfer case. In fact, I just took it off. It's right there, still dripping oil right now. So I need to get that diameter size for the FJ, and I don't know how to obtain that without I guess I gotta go to the dealer and get that. But it looks like I wonder if I can just plug this in and run it. For now it'll show a 0. It might not read anything at all, so it won't throw the check engine light. And then as soon as I get a chance to get that piece, for now I'm going to plug it back in and call it a day. Alright, so everything is tight, put back in order except oil, of course. That's the last thing I'll do. Everything's tight. Okay, one thing, and I was wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. The transmission mount is mounted perfectly onto a cross member here from a two-wheel drive. I don't know how I got the measurement wrong. It looks deceiving. The holes that goes underneath here, see, you can see the light here, lines up right there, lines up perfectly without any modification whatsoever. I was gonna fab something up, but it didn't need to be done. So now I'm a little worried that now I'm adding, I don't know, 75 pounds, 80 pounds, that thing right there, the transfer case back here. I don't know if this will support it or not. I might have to weld a bar across that way, or maybe fab something up to mount it to somewhere here. I don't know where I would mount it to. Maybe the frame here. Maybe mount it this way. Maybe go this way to that to make it more stable. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm just excited to the fact that I don't have to do anything about the cross member here. It fits perfectly. All right, I have to tighten this bolt here, and then we're good to go. Next would be the drive shaft. That might be done after that, and then I need to cut the hole for the shifter that goes into the cap. That'll be another project for a different day. Don't think it's gonna happen tonight. This is the big one. This is the one I couldn't get information on. This is the rear diff. And I'm putting the measuring tape, holding with my toe there, up to, let me shine the light here. Hard to do this by myself, but there's no information online whatsoever. The length to the flange, from flange to flange, is 59.25, exactly, precisely 59.25 from flange to flange. Okay, all right, and now let's see how long my drive shaft is, because I bought a four-wheel drive rear wheel shaft from a 2005 Toyota Sequoia. In fact, you saw that earlier. Still right there. I'm gonna try to put that on, and it's too short, so I would need an adapter. Thanks to my buddy John, he cut it. He milked one for me, CNC machine, but I requested to have 1.5 inch spacer. Not an ideal thing. There's a place nearby my house. It's called, what is it called? Driveline Incorporated. They can extend any dry line for you. But my buddy John, thank you John, cut this for me. It's 1.5 inch. Holes match up perfectly. These are 7/16 holes. Everything just kind of like a glove. It just fits so tight. It's unbelievable how good he can cut this thing. He's been doing machine shop for forever. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to mount it and see what happens. Okay, so it's all mounted. Here is the plate, or whatever you call that, the extra shaft, that tube that goes in and out. It is 2 inches. I do not know if that is appropriate or not. Is that too short or is it too long? I wish it's not that long. I wish it's like right here. So maybe that spacer back there is 1.5 inch hooked up to me by John, my buddy. But you don't have a buddy named John that can cut that for you. Just buy it online. It's like 70 bucks. There's a way to, there's a link to that. There's a lot of guys that can guide you through that online. I can try to find a link and put it on for you there. But I believe that's just a hair too small. I wish I had it done like 2 inches or something, but I might be a little bit overdoing. So here's the reason. Back here, that's not it. Back here, it has 2 inches of that space right there, 2 inches. I wonder if it still have 2 inches more inside there. And maybe that's supposed to go in and out when you jumping or whatever, driving around. If that's safe or not, I don't know. I'm gonna try to take that out, open up and see how long that shaft is, that inner shaft, the inner spline here. No, that's the outer spline. I guess that's an inner. Wait a minute, which one is that? That's the spline in there. Whichever one that is. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna try to take that out and remeasure that. I forgot to measure when it was outside. I didn't tighten this all the way. It just finger tight. It just sit there. So is 2 inches acceptable there? Meaning, when I'm compress or stretch. So if I'm, do a little air there, will that come out? I'm a little worried about that. So I don't have a clue. First of all, is that even supposed to go back here or should it be in the front? I don't have a clue. My car didn't come with that. So let me take this out and measure it real quick. Yeah, that shaft is only 3 inches. So I am already at here, the way it is right now. But good thing is that spline is a little longer. So I'll show to you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go underneath the car real quick here. This guy right here. This guy, I got like another, let me see, how long is that? Another 1 3/4 inches. So, point the wrong one. 1 3/4 inches. So total up, I have about an inch in here, and then it can back down up to there, 1 inch. After that, I guess it'll drop out after 2 3/4 inch. That will be separated. That's not what I like. I don't know if that's supposed to be the way it is. I have no idea. But I'm gonna try to put it back, and I am gonna jack up my frame, pretend like my car is fully stretched, and see if it come off. It shouldn't, because there's other guys out there that use only 1 1 1/4. I went with 1.5 inch on that spacer there. Kind of dark to see, but that spacer that John was cutting for me. So I don't know if that's gonna be good or not. I should have gone with 1 3/4, maybe 2 inches. I don't know. We'll find out. Because eventually I wanna take this drive shaft and have it properly extended. 300 bucks, like I said, Driveline incorporated in Mission Viejo, California. 300 bucks, 24 hours turnaround time for them if I drop it off. And that's not bad, but I want to know how much I need to be, this driveline need to be extended, I don't want to do it wrongly. So I don't want to spend extra money if I don't need to. I'll find out. I'm going to put it back, and then I'm going to jack up the car and see how it goes. So everything is done down here, kind of. Now I have to do is make a hole up about there into the cap to put a shifter on there and modify the shifter. One problem, my wife is gonna complain about cutting holes in the car. She wouldn't like that. But I got a mod for that too. It's called Wife Shut Up Mod. Okay, in fact, I'm not gonna really show how to do it because it's pretty easy and it's free. It's super easy. Just 4 bolts and 3 connectors, and she'll never talk to you again. I'll show it using it's kind of easy enough. Right here, see it? That's it. It's the driver's seat. Ever since after that mod, I've done that mod a couple of times. She hasn't been talking to me, at least not while I'm driving, so it's back there right now. Okay, so I need to go ahead and get into this thing. I remove the stock amp. I think it was here somewhere, but I put an amp out here, and it's gonna be difficult for me because I put a ham radio speaker in there and another amp there, inside that center console. So I need to remove all that. It's gonna be quite a bit of a task, and I gotta know what wire goes where. But anyway, yeah, it'll be done. All right, so guys that watch this video and do this mod, you guys owe me a beer, okay? By the way, the Kid Shut Up mods were done a long time ago, like, I don't know, 3 years back, when they all turned 18, gone, okay? And by the way, mother-in-law's Shut Up mod is also done back there, 3rd row seat, gone, long time ago. All right, we get into this. Okay, so I took this thing off. There's a metal, a plastic little cup in there, all shattered and all disgusting, all broken. The order of this thing goes is the ball there, spring, smaller cup, bigger cup, and then the retainer, this plastic boot, and then this, whatever this thing is. So I'm gonna do the modification to this, whatever that handle here. I need to clean that off, and that's about it. It's really disgusting. All right, finally the shifter is in. I don't know, I cut a little bit too big, but I kind of like that because at least I can see the screws and easily putting those in anyway. I don't have to cut my fingers going in there. I have to somehow do something about this because right now it's too high, 4 high, neutral, 4 low. So I need the shifter to be here, and that's where that thing is. I want to put a boot here, right in the center of that. I'm not gonna get another one that looks kind of funky from the 04 shifter tray thingy. So I'm gonna just modify what I have here. I bought a like a universal shifter boot from Amazon. It should be here any moment today, but I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. I also order a gasket that goes in there from Toyota. It's like $6. And it should be I should be able to drive it right now. My main concern is I have to somehow put some sort of waterproofing here so it won't get water inside. It looks like it's gonna be ready to splash. You can actually see the ground from the top here. You see it right there? That's the bottom. You can see the catalytic converter there. I don't want that. I need to either have to cut a piece of metal, and maybe just self-tapping screws here. But this guy need to be out here first. I wanted to stand up straight like this, so I'm gonna just extend it out this way. It has to be inside, so it has to come in from here somehow, because there's no room to be on the bottom of that. It's just right there where the sheet metal is. So it has to come out and go this way. Okay, and then I can shift from there. And then I might, like I said, I might have to do, I have plenty of sheet metal. Cut something out, maybe I weld it back here or something, or make it really tiny, small. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll find out. Okay, so after a little bit of cutting, didn't quite show you how to do that. I need a, turn out that, hold on, I better go back. That's too high right now. So I need, and I just placed an order. Should be here tomorrow. I need the cup where the ball is sitting in. It's all gone. It's all turning into like just pieces of little tiny plastics. All right, so I need that, and I'm gonna hold on to that. So I cut this. This is way too big, and that's all right, because I am going to cut a plate that covers that and all of that, the size of that rectangular square looking things there. And I'm gonna put some waterproofing, like leather or some sort of plastic. And on top of that, that's what the shifter is. On top of that, I bought this cheapo boot looking thing from Amazon. And I think I'm gonna paint this black because I don't like chrome. Look at that stupid chrome. I don't like chrome at all, so I'm gonna paint it black and just mount it like that and call it a day. I was thinking of have my buddy John cut me an aluminum shape looking like this, so it covers all of that and make that whole thing a shifter, and buy a boot for it, or maybe just sew a boot for it. But for now, I think that's supposed to fit. I might be wrong. We'll find out after I put all of this thing back. But for now, the car is not drivable yet. I guess it is drivable, but I need to get a gasket for that little thing, that retainer. You need gaskets, and then that's also on order, and it should be here tomorrow. So until then, I'll leave that to that, and I might end up doing transmission oil change tonight and transfer case oil. Just I don't know how long that oil been sitting in there. And of course my engine, after I remove my rear main seal, no, before I remove my rear main seal, I actually dump out the engine, the motor oil in the bucket. So I'll just change out the oil, and that should be a piece of cake. But that's quite a mess for now, and it's not a weekend project, but it's coming along. How freaking nasty that is. And I think I recorded everything that I take video, everything, what goes where, what wire goes where, and it should be a piece of cake. At least the shifter is ready to go. I like how it sits in the center. I don't like the one with the with the one side like this. I could have bought that, but I like it right in the center. That just, I think it's gonna go toward the back like this. And as long as this is black, I'm gonna paint it just matte black, and I'll be super happy. And it shouldn't be that much of a shift here. We'll find out. But if it doesn't fit, then we'll go from there. Okay, so I cut the hole and make it bigger. The reason being is, after I modified that, see what goes in. It should. It doesn't go in here. There you go. Okay, so I modified this. So now I'm gonna build a box that insert into here, and I'm gonna self-tapping screws all around here, and put a silicone on anything that's potentially leak. And I am thinking about putting a boot, this boot right here, just on top of that, inside there, so there's no noise coming out. Okay, I'm gonna cut the boot. So I build a little box with a little hole right here, where the boot will be sitting on top or even like the whole thing like that. And then that should be it. But the box should be below this. See my fingers? It'll be below this thing, so that way when you shift, it's all inside, and there's nothing to worry about in terms of water and mud and whatnot coming up to it. It's not the cleanest cut I could do, but because it's clampy, I don't have a good tool. But the box should be built pretty easily here. It's just a metal box, thin metal. I have a bunch of those. We'll see how it comes out. Also, I modified the shifter here. Put a screw right there. So a screw and a nut that goes in that screw. So this can twist out. And then whenever I need to twist it out, it'll come out. It's not a big deal. Pretty simple. Okay, let me talk about this. Everything is kind of a mess here. This is a stock speed sensor for the transmission, the one at the back of the transfer case. Well, this was from a two-wheel drive. Well, it has the thingy like that. It's stuck on a car right now because I tried to plug it and go for a drive. It threw the check engine code. So I'm gonna have to take that out and extend the plug. And so anyway, that would not fit how small the diameter is. And then I researched it online, and I bought that. That's for, I guess, for generic Toyota, for like Corolla, 4Runner, a bunch of other ones, Tacoma, Tundra, Sequoia, 4Runner, whatever. And it would not go in, and the reason being is it's only $15. So I don't know. It's that the gears here, there are 32 teeth around the gear there. It would not go in. I'll try my best. It would not go in. I think that's just too big. So I gave up on that. I might have to send that back in if they even take it back from Amazon though. All right, so I'll save that for whoever might need it for two-wheel drive. And then I went to the dealership. The part number here is very hard to get. I have to give them the VIN number of some 4x4, fake 4x4 guys out there. And they gave me the correct teeth for that. It's a 30 teeth. Okay, the part number, which is, I have to close this and go open my phone up to see the part number. But anyway, it's a 30 teeth here, 30 tooth gear. If you count it, I did the counting myself, 30. Okay, no question about that. Let me see here. Darker background, you might see it better. There you go. Okay, same housing though. But I just picked that up from a junkyard from a 2003 Sequoia 4-wheel drive off the back of its transfer case. It's exact same dimension, exact same shape as that one. It should fit. That fits. This one will fit, but that would not. This should fit. If it doesn't fit, then that would be too bad, because I bought another one actually online, just on the way, but I don't want to wait for it. And the dealer wants $500 for that piece, at least my local dealer. And they said, okay, we'll just do it for $460 or something like that. I said no. So $15 with the gear. Junkyard, the whole thing is like $15, also with the gear, which have a correct teeth. Okay, so let's just say I'm gonna wait and see how it goes. I'm gonna try to fit it right now. All right, I just installed a speed sensor. So 17 tooth gear will not fit, and a 32 tooth gear will not fit. The one I actually got it to work is a 30 tooth gear. It's actually in right now. Kind of hard, kind of dark to see, but it's in. Very dark to see actually, because I got no lights. But anyway, that's just one thing to be clear. All right, the next thing is I have decided to ditch my initial idea of putting the shifter in the center, because it's very hard to find a boot that looks nice. So Junkyard happened to have this for 15 bucks, I think it was. So I picked one up, great condition. And then I recut and remodify my shifter to make it fit the way it is now. That's 2 high, 4 high. If you cut it wrongly, this thing get too tight on this side. And then neutral. Again, if you cut wrongly, this thing will get too tight when you go to 4 low. It's a little tight, but it's not bad. If I put my shift knob in here, it would have been fine. Right now, it's just a testing stage. Make sure it fits. Take quite a bit of trial and error here to make it fit. All right, see it? That's almost too tall. I wish it a little lower, but I kind of like it like that. The stock one might be a lot lower. That's a little tight, but it works fine. All right, so it's almost golden. All I have to do is reconnect all of my stuff here, put my amp back on. I gotta seal some holes down between these. Right now it's just sitting. Let me see if I can take this up. There you go. It's a big hole there. You can see the transfer case or the transmission. That's not how it goes, but anyway, that's not difficult. Once I get the shifter going, it's fine. I'll put some padding on there to make sure the noise doesn't come through the cab. And certainly I will put a plate, cut a plate, and then maybe screw it down here, and put a silicone sealant all around this to make sure, all around that hole there, to make sure there's no noise coming in. But other than that, it's not too bad. It should be able to, I should be able to drive it now. But until then, we'll see what happens. And then I'm going to move on to the front diff and the CV axles and front drive shaft. I hope everything I got works. I hope. If not, then we'll go from there. All right, the speed sensor is mounted, tested, all good to go. I extended the line from the other side using my old harness that I got from the transmission. When I bought the transmission, it came with a harness. So it's working 100%. I just went for a drive. Of course, I need to add some oil, some transmission oil here, and I want to mention something real quick. This thing, that is a transmission oil fluid. It's a WS. It says so on a big cap when you I'll show it to you where that is. It's right over freaking right. Let me see. Right there. That's a fill hole, and that is the drain hole. When I drained these out the other day, it had nothing came out, 0 drop, and I thought it was a messed up transmission, but I guess the junkyard guy probably emptied it out or something. This hole with the hex here, it's to, I guess when you're fully operated temperature, you open this thing, if it's overflow, that means you have too much oil in there. I checked that, it barely drips, so I think I'm good for now. No leaks, no nothing. Little wet over here, but that because I keep changing that. I don't think it's coming from anywhere else. We'll find out. If it is, no big deal. I'll take it out, but I think it's coming from there. It looks like it's an oil shutout when I pull the cap off that thing and put the speed sensor in there. Again, 30 teeth on there. Rear main seal dried as it should be. Nothing here. That's a good thing. I just took it for a drive. It's still warm actually. Looks good here. No leak here on the line. It drove very nice. Smooth as it can be. As powerful as it ever was. Same thing. I couldn't tell the difference beside the noise that went right through the hole that I cut. You probably can still see the hole right now. It'll be patched. What the heck is it at right there? Right there. Go right through the cap. It'll be patched tomorrow, not tonight. But I want to mention something real quick. This thing is a lifesaver when it comes to changing fluid or dumping fluid into the transmission. It is by somebody. I don't freaking know what that is. Let me see. It is. I don't think that is even a brand that I bought. Oh, Orion Moto Tech. That's what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, there you go. Orion Motor Tech. Really good in the sense that all you do, it came with this adapter, a bunch of adapters here. I have nothing to do with them, so I just happen to see it online. They have a bunch of adapters for different transmission. The one that works for the A750 is this little adapter here, and all I do is hook these up into, hold on, my light just shut off on me here. I hook it up to the 24 volt up there and pump these up to whatever many you need here. I pump up to 30 psi and just turn on the valve, and it just shut. It just flow the water, the fluid flows up from here, goes right into the transmission. And that is the easiest thing to do. I don't think I will ever pay for Toyota Tech to do a transmission flush for me again. It's, you know, it's whatever, 10 gallons or 10 quarts later, it would have been easy for me. Nothing. It just, within no time, I'll just pump. In fact, I had a 2 quart in there that went up to here, and it just filled up another quart in there. Now transmission, it should be good now. But anyway, I have nothing on the front end yet on my car, so right now it's shift into 4 high, and well, that's 4 high because there's nothing connected here. I'll show it here. Alright, try to get the rest over there. So for the time being, if I can show, right here, there's nothing connected right now. That's a front propeller will be connected to that. So nothing is connected, but my transfer case shift into 4 high, which is really too high because again, nothing connected, no differential up in the front here. You can clearly you can see it's not there. Transmission's supposed to go right about here-ish. Transmission. Differential. It's gonna be re-gear to the proper gear in the back. The back has 456, perfect for a big tire like a 285. Perfect gearing. So I'm gonna have to get it re-gear first by I'm gonna send it into East Coast Gear Supply and add a ARB locker onto that, and then the front end will tie in. At the moment, nothing. You can clearly see that's a 2-wheel drive hub. It has a cap in the end there. Until then, so I don't know. They said it's gonna take 4 weeks, but for now the car is drivable, and I will drive it to work this coming Monday. All right. So for now, I'll have to work on the inside and patch up the holes there, and I'll show it to you what I'm talking about. Let's go up to that one real quick. Okay, this hole here, it's a pretty easy job. the wiring is still a mess. I need to reorganize that and make it better, because I pull all apart here, but that's easy for me. Let me see here. So anyway, it shifts beautifully. I was just pounding on it earlier. I took it for a good, I don't know, 4 miles or so test drive. I was on it. It was pretty good. I did 4 high, well, 2 high now, and I did a, let me see here. There you go. Takes a little effort to do that. Okay, so I did that for, that's 4 high, 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4. I did them all. They work beautifully, so I'm very happy with what the result came out here. But for now, it's a mess. So, all right. Okay, so everything went in. I didn't show how I were able to get a plate in there. It's beautiful. It cut up perfectly, and on top of that plate, I put this boot here. So there shouldn't be any noise coming in the cab right now. I'm about to go test drive it and see if we hear any noise or not. I have to connect a bunch of other switches here, like the power window. Right now one is tied down. That will have to go here for the power mirror switch, which is on here. And that switch is for my running daytime running light. That's for my amp. This is for the CD screen on the back. I'm not gonna need that. I'm gonna delete I take the CD screen, DVD screen. I mean, that screen right there. That's so old, and I haven't turned on in 10 years. So the boys are all grown up, and they don't need any more of that DVD screen stuff. It still play up here though, but I'm gonna delete that. Maybe get myself maybe put some of that switch on there. I don't know what it is yet. I'll just leave it alone for now. I'm anxious to take it for a drive, see what kind of noise I produce or lack thereof, and then we'll go from there and come back. I will rewire this, but this is all easy now. Should be good to go as far as the interior, the transmission, the transfer case, and the rear shaft. All I would need now is from the front propeller, all the way to diff, all the way to the hub and the CV axle, the axles, CV axles, both of them, and that should be it. Nothing much from there. I think the at least 50% done at this moment, I think. Okay, so I've been driving around. Everything is as normal as you can get. Let me see. Yeah, engine running fine. I feel like it's going. The speedometer seems to be a little faster than what it should be, so I have to somehow maybe find a way to check to see if it really is faster or slower. One thing, the airbag is on, and the tire monitoring system, pressure monitoring system is on. But that tire light's been on for like the last 15 years, so it doesn't bother me. Or whatever, the last 10 years. The airbag light is on due to I did the wife quiet mod here, so I need to put. Unfortunately, I have to put that back. Oh, so the light won't show unless there's a way to bypass that. So right now it's smooth. It's on 2 high right now, as good as you can get. 4 high. I'm gonna move a little bit here, just to show you that it's nothing at all. There's no light. I don't want any light to be popping in. I don't want any anything to be showing, because I don't want a computer to control anything at all. It's just me shifting it into 4 high right now. I'm just driving around in the parking lot here just to show you what I'm talking about. Now also I'm gonna go ahead and stop over here and switch to 2 I guess you can call it too low because I don't have a front diff connected yet. So I'll do that real quick here and see how it goes. I'll just park right here for a second. This is cool. All right, go to neutral. Okay, I was told you gotta go quick from 4 high to 4 low. There you go, it's in right now. It's like a one smooth thing. And then if I shift it back, you can really feel the torque on that. I wouldn't drive it too much faster than whatever the speed here. It's not accurate. It doesn't look like it's 10 miles an hour right now, but anyway, it's moving. You can actually hear the chain, the planetary gears are spinning like crazy. Yep, it sounds just like my Jeep when in 4 low. Sound exactly the same. Sound like chain is being pulling hard, or something is in there, but I think it's the planetary gears that just lower the gears down a lot. But you can feel the torque here on this thing. I can feel I can climb up on anything right now with this much torque on this thing. So to get back out, I'm gonna go ahead and stop real quick here. I'm in the school parking zone lot right now, so it's nothing big here. Let me try it again here. I'm gonna stop right here real quick and then shift it over here. Okay, so I gotta go quick from, I guess, from 4 low to 4 high. There you go, no grind. If I go a little slow, it's just a little grind, but that's just the way it is. All right, I'm on 2 high right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and drive around a little bit. Yep, it sounds just like the way it should be, the way it was before. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the parking lot here. But it does looks like it's going slower than the speed say. So I don't know. Maybe that 9-tooth, gear, whatever that called, maybe a little bit too big. Maybe I did a 28. I don't know if that will fit or not. But obviously it's showing like I'm going 42 now, but I don't feel like I'm going 42. Maybe 5 miles above it, I don't really know. So I gotta find a way to test that out. My GPS speedometer on my phone is not accurate either, so it's just weird. I'm probably gonna pull the neighborhood here and test it out again one more time. Alright, we'll go from there. Now I just need to connect those switches and a couple more switches down here, and I should be golden. I'm gonna pull in the neighborhood here real quick. Yeah, everything looks good and sounds good. No noise, no nothing, just as good as you've ever been, except again, there's no light there. You can shift to 4 high, nothing. That's not connected, which is the way I like it. You know, I can tell I'm 4 high or 4 low by just 4 high or 2 high by just seeing the position of the gear here. You can feel it. I mean, it's not like any different. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so it's not pretty, but it's at least supporting it right now. So I just did that to the cross member for the transmission. I could have welded the whole thing out, but I'm worried about warping the original frame here, the member. But it's pretty thick. If you see the gauge here, it's probably the thickest gauge Toyota will ever build. Okay, way thicker than that piece right there. That should support it. Anyway, that's my machine, and more machines. That's my daily rider there, to and from work usually if it's not raining. So I'm rushing through here because it's raining outside, but you can kind of tell I support the transmission. That's dripping right now, raining with that jack there. As soon as I paint, I'm gonna put it right back on there before the rain comes, because then I'll be pretty much laying in the rain until then. All right, let's do a quick paint here because it's still pretty hot right now. Give it about 10 minutes here. Hopefully the rain doesn't come until then or after then. I'm not gonna weld this shut. I thought about it, but I think it looks, nobody's gonna look underneath there. If I have to do it later, then I'll do it later, but not right now. All right, that's in. Back in. I could have painted some more, and I will paint some more on here. But for now, looks decent. Nothing's in the way, I don't believe. So it's supposed to support that. I don't know if I'm supposed to even do that because I feel like that cross member is only for a two-wheel drive. For now, it's sitting, there's much weight on it. So I don't know if that's gonna do any good here. I might do something here from there to there with the engine mount or some sort of mount. Maybe I adapt something. I mean, it's right here. Or maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. Desert run's coming up in 3 weeks, so no big deal. All right, I want to talk a little bit about the speed sensors here. I have a bunch of them here. In fact, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, one more in there, 5. That's the stock one of a rear-wheel drive Sequoia. That doesn't fit, as you notice. This is off a 2003 Sequoia 4-wheel drive. It has 30, can you see that? 30, no, other way around. 30 teeth. There you go. Right there. 11-30 or 11 on top, 30 on the bottom. That one, actual speed is a lot slower than the speed shown on the speedometer. If I'm going like 70, the speedometer is showing like 75, 76, 78, around there. So way faster. So then I went to this one. It's 11-33. Now the other way around. Now, if I'm, my actual speed is 65, I'm showing like 62, 63, close, a lot closer than the 30. I think the compromise would have been 32 teeth. So I might still be getting that. I don't know yet for sure. Right now I'm happy with the 33 here. The only problem with 33 is it's way bigger. Let me put them side by side here. It's way bigger. Big enough that it won't fit into the housing of a of the 2008 FJ Cruiser. By the way, the gear ratio is 4.56. That's a rear gear ratio, and the front will be that too. And my tire is 285, 75, or 16. Okay, so then the perfect combo would have been a 32 teeth here, but I don't have that. That's like another $35. I might end up going with that though. Okay, anyway, the problem is this. It's too big to fit in there, so I have to trim this out. I have to cut this out, which I messed up one, but that's no big deal because that's just $15 at Amazon. That one will go right to the trash anyway because it's the mechanism in here. It's really not that great. The build quality is horrible. So I went to the junkyard and picked these up for $15 off a Corolla. In fact, I picked 2 of them up since they're only $15 each. And I'm afraid I might mess up when I'm cutting. This one has a different gear even. The pitches looks different kind of. And the gear there is, if it's shown here, it's 29 tooth. It's 35, but that's not the number. The 29 right there, that's a 20. Kind of hard to see it, but it's 29, the bottom number there. I counted it right there. It's 29, right. I'll do it one hand, the bottom number. You can kind of see it right there. It's 29, not 20, okay? 29. That would not fit. It's somehow this 29 is bigger than that 30 diameter-wise. Maybe the pitch is different, but it wouldn't go in there. I'm buying it for the body here. So what I did to the body is I cut out quite a bit. If you notice here, this is the original one. Oh, this is the original one right here. Oh, they're all original. you can clearly see that I cut quite a bit out. If I line this up, yeah, right there's a line up. You can clearly see I cut out quite a bit. That little tab there, that little thing, it was a pin that was holding it, like a circular pin. I have to cut a new hole to make the pin go through here. Okay, and that pin will now be sitting on, oh, you cannot see it. Okay, on the 32 teeth. I cut it a little bit too deep, I think, but again, that's just because inexperience. I should have cut a little bit less, but hey, I got one more to cut. In fact, I got two more to cut if I need to. If I'm happy with my 33, I'm gonna keep it. If I'm not happy, I'm gonna go with 32, then so be it. It's like 30 bucks on mine. I have to cut a notch here. See it? It's for that pin. Where is it at? Right here. It's two pins here. This is the flatter one. That one will go in the hole to hold it right there. Okay. Again, this 29, it's way too big. In fact, I think it's bigger. You can see the pitch is different. That pitch is very different. See it? It's like thicker gear here versus a skinnier gear. Okay, so I need to get a skinny gear with 32 teeth. That would have been perfect. But unless I want to spend another 40 bucks, I might have to. I don't know. See how skinny this pitch is? This is fitting perfectly. It's 11, I think. That's a pitch, maybe. That number on top. That number on top right there. Right there. And I think 30 is the number of teeth. Where this one shows 11 on top. 11 on top and 33 on the bottom. Well, I counted it, it's 33. So, and it is bigger. This is bigger than the one off that one, off the 2003 Sequoia 4-wheel drive. Again, I bought that for 15 bucks. So I spent so far, what, about 60 bucks on these gears here trying to make it work. So if I had to spend another 40 just to make it perfectly match the speed, then so be it. But I don't know for now. Okay, I'm gonna put this on and install it and get it go for a test. All right, this bolt that I bought, the spacer is 1.5. The bolt is 2.5, and that is barely get any left over here, and I didn't even have any washer. So I bought a 3-inch bolt. It's up in 16th. I'm gonna take this out and replace it with a 3-inch with 2 washers. One here, actually 3 washers. 2 here, 1 flat washer, 1 lock washer, and 1 just a regular flat washer. I hope it goes in. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Here, at least anyway. I don't think it goes in here. It looks kind of tight. We'll find out. If not, maybe I'll put a lock washer here, but it needs to be a little bit more, just to, so I don't feel good about it being that short. Also, I need to switch this over anyway. I want this to switch over to the other side. I think that's how a guy down the street has it. This little thing, the sleeve here, it should go behind the transfer case over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this shaft 180 degrees around and I'm gonna call it. But for now, I'm just gonna do that since I'm gonna take that off anyway. Might as well switch it to the right orientation. So I've been driving it for about a week and something now, and my everything seems to be okay. I don't know where that leaks from, but could have been the leftover residue. I don't know. I have to take a look. Yeah, that could have been leftover. Maybe it's from there. I don't know. But if it is, then I'll take this off. It looks pretty wet. That's not good. But I've been driving it for a week. It's not a big deal. All right, I was wrong about this speed sensor here. It is a 33 tooth gear in there. Somehow I miscount that. And I will put a 32 teeth in there instead. It's on order right now. It's coming. Who knows how long, a week or two. but I'm not in a rush right now. I'm only off by, I'm going 65, probably reach 60, 68 maybe, so not much. So the speedometer reads 65, but I'm actually, my real speed is about 68, 69 maybe. Not even that. I think it's like 68, 69 around there. So I'm going to change this so that it'll be a perfect match for 32 teeth. Okay, and as of right now, no front differential yet. I'm still waiting on East Coast Gear Supply to build me one with ARB air locker and ship. So it'll be another 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. 2 weeks, doesn't matter. But I have a desert run coming up in 2 weeks, so I need the sleeve back there, right there, to be in the front. Less dust, I assume, because it covers somewhat better here than on the back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 180 degrees turnaround. All right. Okay, so it's all done. I move this whatever sleeve here toward the transfer case, and it's just solid back there. That's all I did. It's not difficult of a job. I did added this longest stud here. That's a 3-inch stud. I guess a lock washer and a flat toe washer here. Barely clear that right there. So I got about what, 1/8 of an inch. I think 2 3/4 would have been better. Then I would have to do maybe no washer here. But this space is 1.5 inch. Anyway, that right now is a hair less than 2 inch. That space right here. But remember, inside there, there's like another inch or so sticking out, so I don't have a lot of trouble here. But it's already compressed right now. My wheels are off the ground. See it here. See, my back wheels are off the ground. So it's pretty compressed unless you add more weight. I don't believe I'm going to hit anything. But I've been driving for about what, a week and a couple of days now. With this thing being in the bag by the rear diff over there. But now I decided to move back here because I believe there should be less dust going to it. Maybe not. Going on dirt roads and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But that's how a 2003, I believe, has the same setup. This thing is by the transfer case. So I'm going to try to imitate that, at least for now. But I don't think it matters which way. All right. Right now it's drivable, but my power steering pump just went to shit. It whined like crazy, so I need to get a new pump. Other than that, I've been driving it to work. Maybe I'll drive it to work tomorrow. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and change the rear diff fluid there before the run that that's coming up for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that while the wheel's kind of off the ground. I don't think I need it to be off the ground, but at least it'll hopefully give me a little space back there. All right. All right, so I'm waiting on my front differential from East Coast Gear Supply. Yeah, another week and a half, 2 maybe, or 3 weeks, I don't know. All right, while I'm waiting, I happened to order this from eBay. It's $150 plus shipping, 180 with tax and everything. 280, sorry, I said it wrongly. Look like synthetic. I don't think it's real wood here, but I don't care. Cause this one is real. Feel like it's, I don't think it's real leather. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it feels like it. And I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. I'm actually excited about it. Replace that for the stock one that looks like that. Is all kind of a little crack here. About the same size in terms of grip. Same diameter. Hopefully it fits right in without any issues. In terms of yeah, supposed to be better. I was gonna wrap it with leather, but I figure I want something a little woody here because it's one of the best. You know, you touch it all the time when I'm driving here and there and here. All right, we'll see how it goes. I have taken this out before to replace the clock, the spring inside there, because I guess it messed up one time. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that again, and we'll see how it looks at the end. Hopefully not too difficult. I don't remember how it goes, but it should be okay. We'll find out. The airbag will come back on. Colors don't match so well, because this is kind of grayish, green, kind of light greenish, but I don't think it matters because I kind of like contrast, but a multicolor anyway, so we'll find out. See, like that, I kind of like that. See how it's kind of different than that? So we'll see. But that's not part of the, I guess, the conversion. I guess you can call it conversion because it's from a plastic piece of thing. 18 years been with it, so now it's time to upgrade that. Okay, there should be 2 of these, one on each side behind the wheel. That's the steering wheel. This thing goes in like, I just got it dirty. Put a screwdriver in there, pop it out, and this looks like a star-looking torque kind of screw here. On the other side, same thing. It's just right around the thing in here, the stock here, whatever that is, the windshield wiper. So it's right in. No, it's not. It's right here. Let me see. Can I show it? Very hard to see. Try it again. It's this cruise control stock here. Should be another same screw on that side. Yeah, and that will pull out the airbag. And when you take those 2 screws out and then disconnect the airbag. All right, T30. Yep, that's T30. Should take out those screws. They're right here. They're out now. They're right here, and they don't really completely come off, I don't think. At least it's being held by a little plastic there. So is here. They don't really come off. But airbag is out, so I'm gonna go ahead and that little tiny thing in there, the little yellow thing, you gotta pop up. Let me see if I can show it here. It needs to go up, just a little pop with a little tiny screwdriver. And then these 2 positive and negative should just pull right out. Then you should be good to go. Let's do that. Okay, so that's tiny flat screwdriver, flat head, just pop it up like that. See it pops out. And that should be enough to loose up. Let me see if I can. There you go. That should be it. And then don't forget there's another one down here. It looks like I have to disconnect that. That's a, let's see here, they would come up. And you can't go wrong with the color and 1 positive, 1 negative. It's a horn there, you just have to unplug it. And you probably need 2 hands to do that. Right now it doesn't work anyway because okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and undo that and then pull out the airbag. So I got out the airbag and on the car, and I want to test fit it on here. It fits perfectly. It has 2 different color now, black, which is what I like, and then gray, so contrast there now. I don't know, I was thinking about buying another airbag that's black, but I don't think I want to, because this matches the seat, but there's some black, like this is black. See, that's black right there, so it matches. It's black right here. All the knobs are black. That knob, I was thinking about buying a black one there, but it's kind of old, because there's nothing silver about this car except that notch, so that might be gone. Maybe I just painted black, I don't know. But everything else is black, see it? So it should be okay. I'm gonna make sure everything fit in terms of the screws here, because I don't want to pull these out and then realize that, oh, it doesn't fit. I might have to take that out. I don't believe I can just pull it from here like that, because maybe I can. We'll find out. I don't remember, I pulled this out once. See the clock spring in there? That one down in the with the yellow thingy, yellow sticker on it. That's new because I replaced it once already. Okay, that screw is number 19 with the impact there. It's not even. Yeah, it's a joke. It came out right out. So now I have a steering wheel puller. Maybe I'll use that to pull it out. I think it goes in here, and then that's like a thing that pulls this right out. I think that's all I need, because that comes with the wheel. I can replace that later after it's out. I don't believe the clock spring will come with it. I'll find out. And I do need to replace this thing here because it need to be out like that. This one too, we need to be out like that. Okay, so I do have a steering wheel puller here. Just basically goes into that screw right there. It was taking me a while to find the correct bolt that goes in there, but it wouldn't matter because this steering wheel is gonna be gone anyway. It goes in there, and then you just keep turning this thing until the whole wheel backing out that way. Should be good enough. Okay, so the wheel is out, the stock wheel. I'm gonna transfer all of this plastics and this cruise control switch here over to the new wheel. I'm excited actually for one of the best upgrades I think I ever done. Except the car is not quite drivable yet because the power steering pump just whined. And it's coming tomorrow, but for now it's just gonna sitting there and look like who knows what. All right, all of these little brackets, not bracket, but a molding here, all going in the new steering. It looks kind of dirty. And the cruise control switch is right on there. Everything looks good. One thing, as soon as you take out the wheel, my recommendation is to tape this thing down and don't let it spin out of control, because you might not be able to know where exactly it is. And you put the wheels on there, you start turning, that thing wheel messed up, and it was pricey, at least the one I bought anyway. So be careful about that. Make sure it doesn't turn freely, okay? And make sure the front wheel is straight, okay? And it should go right back in. That's pretty much it once you connect everything. Cool. Let's see how it goes. All right, everything went in perfectly. Perfect. I love it. I just couldn't believe how I haven't done this a lot sooner, like 18 years ago, you know. I mean, I got this car since new. I got like 4 miles on it when I got it. I love the contrast. I was thinking about getting a black airbag, but no. I absolutely love the contrast. I mean, there's contrast everywhere. Look at that, black and gray. This is gray and black. It's absolute perfect. This is probably by far, I think, out of all the mods I've done in the car, maybe the best $280 I ever spent on a car. It looks and feels good. So we'll see. I can drive right now. The steering wheel, the power steering pump whine a little bit, but yeah, it's nothing bad at all. Yeah, the horn should work here if I connect the negative back. All right. Waiting on the power steering pump tomorrow, should be here, and waiting on the front differential from East Coast Gear Supply. After that, I'd be super happy with this.